Hello traders, how you guys doing? All right, so the BTC break the all-time high, guys. Now the bigger question is where is Bitcoin headed? Where is crypto headed in this bull run? What you need to watch out for, guys. So last week, guys, we were expecting BTC to at least retest this low here before this move should happen, but the market proved us that we are wrong, that is ready to move at this point. But we saw this happening, but we are like thinking, would this contracting flat be the one that's gonna push the market up, even though we're expecting the market to drop? But along the line, it got, contracting flat has this tendency that it can actually lead to be a regular flat and all that. So it wasn't too clear for us to see that this actually will be the one that actually will break the market. But on other pairs, because most of the crypto pairs are correlated, like what is happening in Bitcoin definitely will affect Ethereum and all pairs. But other pairs we are proving very bullish, but because our emphasis and major attention was on BTC, we missed this move, guys. We missed this move, and it was very, very dramatic one. But eventually we caught it here, after this bull has been created, we caught it here and all that. So the main thing now is that BTC is very bullish. So where is it headed to? What you should understand before taking the next buy. So this is what we based on the 4-hour time frame. If you go to the daily chart, guys, you see that what we have seen here now, what we are focusing our attention is that this is an impulse, this correction is over, and the next impulse is forming. So our emphasis, everything we're going to base this analysis based on, okay, after this correction, let's have the next impulse that will be equal to this. So this move, this leg that is pulling up here, we'll be expecting it to complete at this point. And the reason for that is, if we take a look on, we measure the fib here, taking it from the beginning of this move to the end of this move, we take the 0.27%, 27% of that move, at least for this point. So that's what we are, where we're expecting the market to kind of touch before we might see a deeper correction and all that. Okay, so that is just the first target for this move. So this move has a tendency of still moving high to this point, guys. Okay, so that's the first yardstick for this. Then secondly, we'll be measuring, if you take a look on, because markets has this fluctuating nature of the market, we have an impulse, correction, impulse. So this is a bigger wave structure, So if you take a look on this bigger wave structure, guys, you also have to see that if you take a look from here, from this point to this, you're also going to see that these are kind of they are intersecting point. That's 125,000 plus 121,000 to 125,000. So these are the range to watch out for. Okay, the range to watch out for is currently at 117. So 121,000 to 127,000 is the range to watch out for a possible reversal. Okay, a possible reversal, because markets breathe in and breathe out. So we're expecting the market to get to that point. But for this week, guys, for this main week that we're in, what we're expecting is for the market to actually complete this wave that has started. So believe you me, this is a bullish season, and whatever is happening in Bitcoin is definitely affecting other pairs. Yeah, this market dominance that we always use. Like if you take a look at this market dominance, you see exactly what it's doing here. We have this move that is happening here. So we're expecting this market dominance to at least drop one more. Okay, so because we have this impulse, correction, impulse, so as it drops to this point, so that will be a completion of this before the market comes up. Okay, so while it's dropping, Bitcoin is going to be appreciating in price. So that is what we are basing this to be. All right, so for this week, we're expecting the market to keep pushing high while the market dominance drop a little bit here before we give you more updates on the next move. Anyways, it's an interesting fact because in trading is all about probability game. So that's why every trade you are taking, you just need to protect yourself by using a stop loss. Now let's take a look on the almighty gold, guys. Beautifully. So the gold, we caught that one clearly, and it moved as we expected. Last week, guys, we are actually paying attention on buying, but along the line we first sold because we saw the market, retracing back as we expected. So on Monday, we have the market here. So after establishing this kind of resistance here, the market drops. So while dropping here, we saw this impulse correction impulse. So whereby we thought, okay, this is a complete structure. So we actually bought here, and the market comes up here, stalled at this point. We actually sold again and watch the market drop. So here is a strong confirmation that this is a complete structure. Remember what I told you last week, that anytime you see a market dropping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is actually a complete corrective structure. So at this point, guys, it's obvious to us that definitely gold has one way to go, which is upside, and that is why we loaded our bullet here, and there we go. The market keep appreciating. So the bigger question is, what are we expecting at the moment? Okay, so at the moment, we believe that gold is still very much bullish. So here we'll be expecting the market to, at this point, it give us a bigger correction and keep pushing high. Okay, so we expect the market to keep pushing high at this point, but we'll be expecting to see what a corrective phase to this point. Okay, even though it might not be as big as this one, but at least we should see something similar. We should see a small corrective phase here before the next wave plays out. Okay, so that's just what we're expecting on the gold. Now you take a look on the Euro USD. Euro USD, we caught that one clear, and the trade is still running, guys. You can imagine that, we call this trade. Look at this coordinate is still in here. Look at, you call this coordinate last Saturday, and immediately the market came up, open, it tagged that sell, and there it start dropping. So what are we expecting at this point here? We are still expecting the market to drop one more from here, then we might be seeing a reversal. But if this market drops drastically heavily like this, we might not be seeing this reversal at this point. But here we're still very much bearish on Euro USD, and we're still expecting the market to drop, okay, at least to tag this trend, okay. From this trend, guys, the market might be pushing high to break this high again, but let's watch out the reaction at this point. So one more drop at this moment. Okay, that's what we're expecting on the Euro USD. All right, so because we know that last week we made mention of the DXY. DXY is appreciating in price, and the same thing are still happening now. So what we also were expecting on DXY here is the same thing. Why the euro is dropping, DXY should at least move to tag this trend. So while tagging this trend, that will tell us, okay, very good, that this wave is completed. And look at the way this wave is moving, guys, very sluggish. So this has a tendency of dropping one more like this, tagging this low before you keep pushing high. All right, so this is just what we're expecting. And as the market tag this high, the Euro USD will be dropping. All the inversely correlated pairs will be dropping for that to happen. All right, so that's just it. Then we'll also talk about the almighty pound. So on the pound here, we have this. Last week we were here, and I said we were expecting the market to give us a spike and drop, but this spike just tagged this and start dropping, and here we are, guys. So at the moment, what can you see, guys? I think we have an impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. To me, this is a complete structure. All right, so we're expecting the market to give us this move. So the next week we'll be expecting this move on the almighty pound, guys. So watch out for your entry confirmation at this point, guys, and take this trade to the moon. All right, so that's just what we are expecting on the pound. Now let's also take a look on the dollar yen. So on the dollar yen, we're expecting the market here to correct himself. I'll be more bearish at this point. So this is what we are expecting. Haven't seen this structure played out, so I want this market to tag this. We're thinking that this is going to reverse at this point, but it did not. So, and it's coming here. So from this point, we'll be expecting a reversal, something like this. So this is what we'll be expecting on this dollar yen. So that's what we think of that the market will be doing at this point. Okay, so let's watch out and see the reaction here. Although we are not jumping into the market, we're just believing that this structure, based on this structure, impulse, correction, impulse, is going to play out at this point. So that's why we are thinking, okay, if you see any sell structure at this point, sell setup, we'll be taking the sell and we'll be holding it to this point because we know this is going to be a very, very smooth trade for us. All right, guys, so let's take one more pairs this Saturday. We are adding the crude oil. All right, so on the crude oil, guys, what are we expecting? Okay, so we've seen that we're expecting the market to spike. For now, this the only thing we can see here is this market to come up to this point. Okay, so as it comes up, we'll be from here, it might actually drop one more before it goes high. So something like this might happen. Okay, so from here it drops again before it goes high like this, because we have seen this, expect something like this, guy, because most times crude oil don't follow that structure. They'll just move that crazy move and the market keep pushing in that direction. All right, so that's just it. Now, because of what is happening in the crypto space, let's take a look on some of the crypto pairs. Let's take a look on the Dogecoin. Now, the Dogecoin here is looking very, very juicy, guys. Look at what the market is doing and what you should be expecting. Okay, so at this point, the market has found a clear support and is breaking out here. So what we were expecting is for this market to keep pushing high. Okay, because you've seen that, look at this trend, guys. This trend actually here has been broken. This trend has been broken and just the market is about having a bounce at this point. So I expect Dogecoin to keep pushing high. And remember, if this happens, other pairs will just follow suit. Let's also take a look on the Ripple and see exactly what actually is happening. Now, the same thing here. Ripple also is very, very, very bullish because what we have seen here is a three-wave move that is completed. Let me clear this. A three-way move that is completed, and from there the market is going to push. I will have this impulse correction impulse, then we have this as the market comes up here. So if you want to be most complex structure, you can drop one more before it keep pushing high, but we are very, very much bullish on this pair. Okay, so but watch out for these levels, guys, especially on Ripple. We are watching out for this level to see what the market will do, because it's just at that point at the moment. Okay, so we are watching out how the candle closes at this point. So that's just it. So that's just the little we can take today on the forex and the crypto. And if you like this kind of content, if you want to learn how to do it yourself, don't forget to subscribe, like, and join our Telegram group, because we post sometimes some of the trade setup that we've seen, and follow you on how you can become the profitable trader that you desire to be. All right, guys, so don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and share the video with your friend. See you in the next episode. Thank you.